my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonita. Here we talk about all the things that we love as it relates to lifestyle and luxury. Today you probably can see some of the bags here. We have a haul video from my recent trip, my anniversary trip to Washington DC. The vlog I'm sure is up by now, so make sure that you look at the vlog there. And also too, I did a get ready with me while I was there, Fast Five Friday, just chit chat, talking about our vacation and while we were there, that type of thing. So make sure that you go back and watch those. I will link them down below or either put them in the cards here. But yes, I know, because I love it too. Everyone wants to see a good haul. I have some stories as it relates to while we were there and the shopping experience and all of that. So we will talk about it as we unbox. But if you like this type of video, please like, subscribe, share. Yeah, so without further ado, we're gonna get started. If you are familiar with the DC area, you know that the shopping is really good there. So they have the TYSONS GALLERIA, which is the luxury upscale more stores, and then you have the normal mall, the TYSONS Corner. Then also too, in the city, there is I think it's Palmer, yeah, Palmer Ave. You have Hermes, Louis Vuitton, and then a big, beautiful Chanel is coming July, and I put that in the vlog, July of this year. I think it said July 15th they'll be open, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back to visit that beautiful store, and because I think that is the first one actually downtown in the city. The one that I visited was in the mall. All right, so we're gonna go in order by which the stores that we visited. All right, so the first store that we visited was a Neiman Marcus, and inside Neiman Marcus there's a Louis Vuitton and a Chanel. Did not go to Louis Vuitton in there. It was a little small, and I can kind of see when I asked them the things that they had, they didn't have it, so we visited another one. But anyway, at Neiman Marcus I went to Chanel, and I did not get anything from there. I almost pulled the trigger on a maxi double flat caviar leather matte gold hardware or champagne gold hardware, and it was a beautiful bag. It really was a beautiful bag. I probably should have went ahead and maybe purchased it, but they were rushing. The sales associates were very rushy because it is a small boutique inside of Neiman's, and I just found out that when I called the 1-800 number that those boutiques inside of Neiman's are, I guess, owned by Neiman's. So if you shop through there, you do not have a customer account with Chanel in general. You have to go to a standalone Chanel store, shop through there. So I wouldn't be able to request items and everything like that. But they were, you know, a little rushy. They let me try the bag on. There was the only one that they had, so a lot of people, it was kind of, I don't want to say a display because it wasn't out for display, but it was one that had been handled a lot. So I could kind of see that it didn't look as new. So I didn't want to purchase that one in particular. And the sales associates were not that nice. Like I said, they were very rushy. Because there was a huge line, but people were waiting patiently when people were, you know, buying things, because you can see, it's just like, it's not even, I don't even know why they call it really a boutique, because it's like a section and it has a door and you walk in. It's just like a pop-up shop. It's kind of like that. That's what I think. So you could see what's going on in the store, and you can kind of see, and I already noticed that there was only two. They were very rushy, getting people in, getting people out. So I wasn't able to put my things in the bag, you know, wear it as a crossbody, wear it on my shoulder. I just kind of handled it and realized it was a beautiful bag. So I definitely think for sure that I will go ahead and get a maxi double flap. I thought I would want a maxi single flap, but I don't know. I know they don't make single flaps anymore. You would have to get that on a pre-loved market, but that bag was pretty, and it wasn't that heavy, and it was shiny caviar, which I thought I wouldn't like, but that one was very grained. It wasn't plastic looking. It was a beautiful bag. The shine almost looked like sparkles. I couldn't film because she was very rushy, like I said, so I couldn't. So the only thing we got in Neiman's Well, my husband has already taken his. I got him some cologne. He loves Chanel Blue, so I was able to get that while in the Chanel store. I got that. I got just my replenishing of my Chanel lotions, and of course a lip gloss. Let me see, what color did I get? Have his contacts on, so it's 43, color 43, and the Cocoa Rouge in the 43. Let's see. This side is a clear gloss on this side, and then this side is the color. Next, I was able to visit Prada. We do not have a Prada store anywhere close to me. Maybe Atlanta, I'm not quite sure, but that was a newer store in the TYSONS Galleria. Beautiful store, I loved it. The service was impeccable. I definitely did judge with an essay. His name is John. I'll link in all of the essays that I did make contact with and get their information and started to, you know, pretty much build a relationship with. I will link them down below. So definitely, if you're in the area or going to the area and you want to see something in Prada, go check out John. He is great. So Prada, here's their bag. Prada Milan. The ribbon is off. Put it down. Here's the box. And the only thing about Prada has so many logos going on. Sometimes they're black, sometimes they're like this, sometimes it's just words. I don't know. Here's the beautiful box. The beautiful paper in the inside. The dust bag. And here is the pouch. So it comes with this strap that you can, it's an adjustable strap that you can hold it, and I probably will do it like that, but I'm sure I'm gonna put a chain on it so I can do crossbody. And let me know if you want to see a video or Instagram story on how I do that. But Kim did that, and I will again link her down below. So you're going to hook the D-rings, I guess, here on each side of the grommets, and then you will have a little strap. But it's a cute little pouch. I love it. I think it's considered a makeup pouch, but it's really big to be. And I'll see if I can have the numbers and such. But it's really big to be a makeup pouch. And you have the beautiful silver hardware, Prada. You know I like black, and silver is my fave. And this strap is a leather. It's Saffiano leather, though. All the hardware is beautiful, and it says Prada on each little grommet. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. And John, it looks like Salas. He's a sales supervisor. Here's his information here. So definitely screenshot that. What you need to do as far as cleaning these bags, they will get a little dusty. Just put a baby wipe, and I use water wipes to clean my canvas sometimes. So he said just a baby wipe, and you can steam it, but don't dry clean it. Don't put it in the wash. Don't put it in the dryer. Even though it's nylon, they don't suggest that you do that. Authenticity card. See if you can screenshot that information, and you can search it there. But that store is beautiful. You still have to do a lot of waiting due to COVID. They only let X amount of people in there, so they do like a queuing system, get you checked in, and you go from there. Loved it. Love Prada. The next store, you know, we went to Oldie But Goodie as our lovely Louis Vuitton. He's a man of few words. He doesn't need a lot. I want to shower him with everything, but he refuses. He doesn't like a whole lot. We said that we were looking for him, and he bonded with a nice gentleman named David, and I will link his information down below. What I can tell, I'm sure there are more, but in that specific DC metro area, there's 3 Louis Vuittons. There's one in Neiman Marcus in TYSONS Galleria. There's one actually in the mall in TYSONS Galleria. That's the one we went to. And then there's one downtown Palmer Ave right across from Hermes. Well, we went to that one too. Right across from Hermes, because I was asking to see if I can get a toiletry pouch, because what I've heard is that they are not discontinued. They pulled them off the website because they can't keep up with the demand, so they probably are revamping them and gonna up the price for us. It's probably what they're doing. With my husband's, let's see what he got. And I was so proud of him picking this one out all by himself. He got this card holder in the men's line in the damier graphite. So he have this here, so you can have one card here, maybe two, because it's kind of thick here. So maybe 2 cards here, maybe 2 cards here, and then you have here, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 slots there. So he was really pleased with that. And let me get the information for you here. It is the Neo Petite card holder, coated fabric, and it's cowhide leather here. Is that in French? It is, sorry. And then here's the number for here if you want. Hopefully it's not. But I'll do my best to link everything down below. Then of course I wasn't gonna get anything, but then I looked around and I saw something that I haven't been able to wear this item for years, but since I've lost just a little tiny bit of weight, I can, and it's an accessory, you probably already know, but I was able to get the Louis Vuitton belt. It's reversible in a kind of orangey red color on the back. I usually don't do red, but I like the Louis Vuitton red color. Am I gonna wear it? Comment down below if you have a luxury belt. Do you wear it often? Because this belt was, I want to say $500. I'll get the prices in 1 second. David Claire's is our sales associate, CA, so I will link his information down below if you're looking. Okay. We're having a sale on this in the store, and I was able to pick up another pair of Millers, like I'm sure you are aware. Let's see. I don't know. I'll just link them down below. But they were in this sale, so I don't know if they have a lot of sizes. Now the Tory Burch box. Okay. These are really cute. And I got a printed pair this time. I did size up because the fabric is a little bit different. I got a 9.5 instead of a 9. I wear a 9 in Millers, but I did size up because it's like, it's not going to give a lot. It's not the softer leather. It is kind of a harder leather. So those are really cute. You can wear these with almost anything. All white, all black, all green. Like the green outfit that I had on when we traveled, they will look cute with that. And I got that from H&M. People been asking about that, but I will try to link that down below too. I'll insert a picture and link if you don't know what I'm talking about. So follow me on Instagram. But that store is really nice too. Oops, the Tory Burch store. Really nice, perfect customer service. We went to Gucci. I didn't pick up anything. I just looked. I saw the tote that I wanted in person that I've been looking at on the website. So I think it's just called the Gucci Ophidia tote. I'll link my Gucci video down below as well where I talk about it. But that's a tote. I'm definitely going to get it. It's about $1,600, I think. It's a good size. It looks good on my body type. I'm definitely going to get that tote. The last one is Hermes, and as the size of the bag, you can see that I did not get a Birkin or a Kelly. So I want to talk briefly about my experience there at Hermes. There are plenty of videos about the game and how people like it, how people don't like it. But I'm just going to tell you the experience first, and then I'll chime in and tell you, my thoughts. So you first walk in, still under COVID regulations. You still have to wear your mask in the store. There was no line. We went Monday morning right when they opened at like 10. So there was no line. We went right in. People were in there, but there was no line. They were getting people pretty much in and out. So you first walk in, you have to sanitize at the door. They make sure you have on your mask because someone is kind of looking. There's no greeter when you first walk in. Not at all. No greeter. Then someone kind of pops out and says, "Hello, welcome to Hermes." Okay. Then they leave. Then they go away. It's like they disappear. So my husband and I looked at each other like, where'd they go? So anyway, so we walk around, and this Palmer Avenue location is not that big. It's a good size boutique, but it's really not. It's beautiful in there as far as the aesthetics. The temperature is really good. So when you walk into the store, it's like you're entering the Hermes world, their zone. You can tell. It's very quiet. There's soft music playing. It's perfect. It was very hot that day, so the air was perfect. And I'm assuming they do the same thing in the winter. If it's cold, it's probably warm and toasty in there. People were talking like this in a lower voice. No one was talking like me, like this and excited. No one was talking like that. So when you enter and you're talking like this and someone, you know, greets you, and I use that term loosely, I'll say that in a minute. They're talking like, hello, welcome to Hermes. And so you bring your volume down to meet where they are. So again, so you walk in, there's not a greeter, there's no one asking you off the gate, can I help you? And I don't know if it's because there wasn't a lot of people in there, but what I will say, everything that you've heard online or people tell you about Hermes is true. It's absolutely true. The good and the bad is absolutely true. I would encourage people just to visit the boutique, even if you don't buy anything, just to confirm some of the things that I'm saying. And I know that each location is going to be different. The one in New York, I'm sure, is not operated like the one in DC, and the one in Paris is not. But there is a culture that they all absolutely abide by, because all the videos I've watched about Hermes and the customer service and things of that nature, I found to be true at the DC store. Person, like I said, went away, and we did one lap around the store because it was our first time at that location, so we just went to see the store. One lap around the store. No one talked to us, no one greeted us, no one greeted us again, no one said anything. Then we got back around the store, back to the front. We started looking. I started looking at things that I liked. So we started slowing down, you know, looking. The second time when we were doing that, people waved at us, the sales associates, the CAs. This one nice gentleman, he was working with a lady who was getting a BIRKIN 25. He saw us and he was like, how are you? You know, let us know if we can help you. But he saw us the first time we walked around the store. When I went back to the Oran sandals to see my sizing, which they did not have my sizing in a 40 or 41, I'm going to have to definitely order those online. There was a nice gentleman working with a lady in the back. She had bought some shoes or something. He was wrapping her things up. He greeted. He saw us the first time as well. Then when I went over to the jewelry area and paused a little bit longer, I guess, I started, you know, really handling the items. And that's the thing. Anything that's out, you can completely touch. So some people say that you can't touch the bags. If they have a Kelly out for on sample, if they have a her bag, a Birkin, you can completely touch and try on. The shoes, display, that's the word I'm looking for, the display items, you can completely touch. That's not an issue. So as I was looking at the jewelry and I saw something that I wanted to try on, I kind of gently turned to the right and my CA was standing there. Didn't hear her come up. Didn't hear her. I think she might have been the one that greeted us. I can't remember when we first came in, but I gently turned and she was there. So I say all that to say this. There is definitely a culture that these people are trained in Hermes, that a lot of people are coming in there just for the fanfare, just to look, and they let you do that. They don't help you. If you do like one loop around the store and you leave, they tell you goodbye, because that's how people are doing that. They're like, goodbye, thank you, please come again, all of that. But no one is overly trying to help you when you first get in the store, and that turns a lot of people off. It does, because you're thinking, it's not like our lovely Louis Vuitton that people, or Prada, that people are overly trying to help you. No, because Hermes thinks that they're here and we're all here. And if you're going to operate here, they're going to bring you up to them. They're not going down to meet you. They're not going down to meet you. So they just, it doesn't matter how much money you have to spend. They are just not doing it. They are trained to be people watchers. And the first thing I said, how do they know? Because obviously they're recording. Obviously there's cameras and there's someone is looking and observing, because there was no security guard. And if you think that they're not going to have security in a boutique that has probably over $1 million worth of items and things, obviously there's someone was in the back monitoring us, the store. Because like I said, when I turned to actually start trying and looking and asking questions, I didn't have to look for her. Her name is Melissa. She was there. As she was there, someone came out from the back and went to the front and was quote unquote doing paperwork. So there's plenty of essays there. I think they're just, that's their culture. They're waiting, depending upon the movement of the customer and what they think. I'm sure they're trained on what to look for if a person is going to buy or is ready to buy. So she came out very attentive, very relaxed and laid back. I told my friend I think she may be a little too laid back for me. It wasn't a lot of chit chat, which I'm okay with. I know she was there to do her job. She wasn't rude. She was very helpful. But since I'm a talker, and my husband would love that because he's not a talker. But since I'm a talker, I would love to have someone that was a talker like me. The gentleman that was helping the lady that I said before with some shoes or whatever, he was like that. He was such a talker as well. One talked in a certain tone like this. I was like, hi, yeah, I'm looking for jewelry, you know, whatever I said. And she was like, okay, how can I help you? So I had to immediately talk like that. It's crazy. I had to talk like that. And she asked me, and this is what people say, this is when you go. She asked me, is there anything else? Let me just show you what I got first. So open it. So I got the enamel bracelet with silver, which is palladium hardware. So that's what I got. I didn't like the click clacks that they had, the H click bracelet. They didn't have one in stock that I liked in a color, so I'll probably get that later. But they come in all different colors. And I got a size, I think 70, which is the largest size because I want it to be a little loose. Also got some lipstick, just some lipstick. Everything comes nicely packaged. It's more of a pink color. 70, sorry. It's more of a hot pinky color than red. Oh, look at pink. All right, so after we got these two items together, she paused and said, is there anything else I can help you with? Is there anything else that you're looking for? So that's when you let them know if you're looking for a bag. And today I wouldn't be opposed to maybe purchasing a her bag. And I'll insert a picture here again, what they look like. And she had one, but she did not have it in the color that I liked. And because like I told you, I'm not going to buy just to buy. That bag is about $2,500. It's leather and canvas. People call it the Country Kelly because they said that it's used for a holiday when you're traveling out to the country in France and you don't want to take your leather goods. And it's not a soft leather, it's like a harder, more sturdy leather. I think it's more considered in their travel line. It has a strap and it has an interchangeable bottom.
So this is it. This is the Hermes her bag. It is the linen bag for the summer. How perfect is this bag for summer? Oh my God, can you see me with this bag?
And it's canvas, it's coated canvas. So it's the her zip bag, I believe. Didn't have a color that I liked. She had like a brown color. It was pretty, but it just didn't give it to me. It had silver hardware, which I really loved. And it just looked, it was nice. It was nice. It just, I didn't get warm and fuzzy, so I declined that bag. I was able to see a 25 Birkin. That bag was absolutely beautiful. I do understand now. I understand seeing it online as opposed to handling the bag, seeing it in person is totally different. That bag is absolutely beautiful. If you are a Birkin person and you really, really want a Birkin, if you see it in person, you're going to pull that trigger. You're going to pull it. If you're able, you're going to pull it. It is a beautiful bag. It is, you know, it is worth the hype. It is definitely worth all the hype. I think they're beautiful, the craftsmanship, because if you are a bag lover like me, that's what you appreciate. You look at every little nook and cranny. There was nothing out of place. There was not one stitch that was ragged on the bag. Definitely. I wasn't able to see any Kellys. So I definitely have started my wish list of what I'm looking for. I'm not really like too specific. I am specific enough that I know the more specific you are, the less likely you will get a bag soon. And my goal is to have a bag, a Birkin or a Kelly, for my 50th birthday. So that's in 2 years. So I didn't get offered a bag, but I did get offered a CA. She was very helpful. I would shop with her again. I've already emailed her because I saw a pouch that I should have gotten. I probably should have gotten. It's considered a cosmetic pouch, but it has a handle and it's big enough that you probably could take as a clutch or a little handheld bag. I should have gotten that bag, but when she brought out the box, my attention was there. So that's my Hermes story, and that people ask, do you think it's worth the hype? I think that the bags are definitely worth the hype because they're beautiful bags and they're beautifully made, and you just can't debate that. It's just what it is. Now, as far as the culture of Hermes, of how you have to go about getting one, no, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't care. Like I said before, I don't care about that, because if it's meant for me to have one, I'll have one. If not, I just won't. And there's always the resale market. You can get them on the resale. If you really want one like now or soon, and you don't want to worry about, you know, playing the game, quote unquote, just go to the resale market. The lady there, like I said, who got one, who had been invited, she was sitting down, they were revealing it to her. She was so happy. I mean, look, she was about to cry. It was beautiful. Her bag was really, really beautiful. They're doing their sales approach, the culture of their stores, it worked because they want to protect their brand. And we know it works because Chanel is trying it too. Chanel is trying to be more exclusive, and you know, and Louis Vuitton as well. And they are creating mass hysteria that the canvas is going away, and it's not. It's just they're pulling back. They're holding it to whenever they want to release it. We should have known that when we saw the Cousin bag, which is pretty much a leather toiletry pouch with a chain. We should have known that the toiletry would be going away. I call it the culture of Hermes because it really is. It is a well-oiled machine. My husband, I had already told my husband before we got in there, I said, now listen, don't go in there acting crazy because he can't stand that. He doesn't, if he goes into a store and nobody greets him and nobody, he's out, he's done. He is done. And we were greeted when we first came in. So people said, oh, no one ever said anything to me. I didn't find that to be true, but I did find to be true that they're not helpful because they let you walk around. They're looking at your body. Someone is looking either on camera or looking that you don't see them looking at your body language to see if you're even there to shop. They only want to probably assist people that are gonna be shoppers. But the caveat to that in my mind is, but if I'm too far because no one said anything to me, I may be about to blow a bag in there with you guys. But because you didn't say anything to me, then I'm leaving. You just missed out. And that's when people get tricky. They don't care on the miss out. They don't care that my $10,000, $15,000 just went out of the store. They don't care because there's another one coming in. They don't care. So don't get yourself all out of sorts. If you absolutely cannot deal with it, don't buy it. You can buy stuff online as well. I'm going to get my sandals online. You don't have to go into the boutique. Now, they did tell me that what you see in store and what you see online is not the same. Buying online does not, equate your store purchases. So, like I said, I mean, it is definitely true. You do get the kind of snobby feel, but I mean, it is what it is. I knew that going in, but when they help you, they are very helpful. I did appreciate the fact, like I said, I kind of just turned and she was there. She was ready to help me. So they do a lot on body language, and we could really learn a lot from the culture of Hermes. I hope that someone does a video or can explain it, because I'm not doing a great job, but we could really learn a lot, because it kind of goes with the saying that you teach people how to treat you. That's what they're teaching us. You're not going to be in there talking loud. You're not going to be in there, you know, just willy-nilly in it. Either you're going to be there just to browse and look, or you're going to be in there to buy. And that's all they want. They're going to let you come in and look, because they want you to see the store. The store is beautifully decorated. It smelled good. You can, you know, spray the fragrances. You can do that. All the scarves are on the wall, like matted on the wall in frames. Like, they want it to feel like an art gallery. And when you go into an art gallery, you're not talking out loud. You're not being, people are quiet. People are looking and reflecting. And that's what Hermes wants. They want that. They don't want it to be the fun zone, the fun store. There was not like in Gucci. I think Gucci had like rap music playing. And you're not getting that at Hermes. You're not getting that. It was some kind of classical Frenchy sounding something that was coming through the speakers. Walk in, you immediately are trained into the culture. And if you don't like that, then so be it, because it's not for everyone. Just don't worry about it. Everybody can spend their dollars how they want. Now, am I just going to go on a Hermes bender and start buying stuff? No. Do they have a few things that I like? Yes. Hope you like this haul unboxing type video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.